Umu from ReacttotheK.
This is Isaac.
And today we're reacting to Cherry Bullet's Q&A debut music video.
Give us the Q&A.
Ready to Q&A the new girl group.
Oh wow, that is some crazy animation.
Video games. There's so many screens in that room. Oh my god, there's 3 whole TVs. What I would give to have four whole TVs. Oh my goodness.
There's
5?
a melody.
How many TVs?
Hey, we got an 8-bit.
Ah. Results down.
Just the melody.
Okay, I have a feeling this is just like the intro music, and this isn't the actual song.
Is it? Oh, this is a very cute
for it.
concept.
This is the.
Hey, it was a good lead-in.
A little funky. Da 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 da.
What's your blood type?
I wish that bass was a slap bass and not synth. But I'm guessing they chose synth either to save money or to create the video game vibe because, you know, electronics and stuff. We've transitioned to a marching band.
What?
And we're back to synths. I really like that pre-chorus.
Oh gosh, that sound file from Red Velvet. This one.
That. Continuing chorus vibe. This is probably the hook part 2. Oh, that's so cool how they use the marching band percussion sound as transitions. Yeah, towards the end of the phrases, they have vocal harmonies that thicken the phrase towards the end.
Wow.
Of course.
Da, da, da.
Yeah, this is definitely main hook. The da 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 that's supposed to be the catchiest part of the song.
Da, 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 da.
Bridge.
Oh wow, the pacing of
Lots
the
of reverb.
chords a lot slower than I thought.
Building.
Whoa!
Yes! They kind of combined the synth. There's some da da. There's a tonic synth underneath the drums. Oh, now it's moving to other pitches, raising for a drop. Rising, not raising. Da 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 da
Da, 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 da. It's a reoccurring theme. Is this a summer song?
The last bit of the hook, where they change up the choreography. Usually there's like a descant at this part of the song, but they didn't choose to do any of that. Fade out featuring the trombone.
Wow. Oh, that's a cool ending.
Ooh, yes, give us the credits. Thank you.
8-bit.
8-bit. Okay, so I obviously talked the most during that, so you.
Okay. Well, I thought it was like very nicely structured. It's more anthem-like because you have the repetitive chorus. That's not bad because that is its own style. So you have an 8-bit sound file for the most of it. So like in the intro, you set it up. And I think it's very cool how they set things up or how they prepare it. So like very beginning, they have an 8-bit sound, and then they show you 8-bit videos, and then how everything's virtual and so on and so forth. So that's already visual and wait, this song.
It's when will my friend come when
music school problems. Anyways, I was talking about structure, but yeah, the way they set things up. The very beginning, you have your visual and an audio cues, and then later it's like the style when they go into the militaristic like snare drum or synthetic snare drum. The part where they start chanting in the bridge, I thought that would be so awkward if they didn't put it.
At the beginning, it didn't hint to it. Yeah.
No, if they didn't hint to it. But so I was just like, when I listened to it, I was like, wow, this is odd. But then I immediately thought of the militant rhythm, and then it was just like, wow, like the setup is so ingenious.
Yeah.
It's great. And then so yeah, it's like the preparation that they set up, everything had its meaning because it was building off from its origins or near the beginning. And they all have such very interesting timbres, I think. It's like that's a very good start, because that way they're not just one uniform sound. It's like, well, you can artificially create that, sadly. But so it's like having individual tone. It's like that's a very good start, because eventually there might be fandoms for individual people. And maybe they do a G-Friend thing. It's like they set people as the forefront and then as the backup, and then slowly they push everyone forward as popularity rises. So it's like, hey, I want to hear more of their stuff. This is very cool.
Yeah, for the more melodic sections, I immediately already knew what it was going to sound like for the rest of the song.
How so?
That because the chord progression, which we've heard a lot of times before in songs, and even though this was, you know, using the more video game-like synths, we've also heard this these type of sounds before. So I already could predict how it would carry out, how the harmonies would just layer towards the end of phrases, and kind of where the melody would go, just based on me knowing the chord progression. But what did catch my attention was just they teased us with the percussion.
Oh.
No, with the percussion. Because they use it pre-chorus, and I was like, oh my god, I want more of this, because it's so refreshing compared to the extremely digital, easy to listen to, catchy melodies. And I kept wanting more of it, and that's why I kept listening, because I was just waiting for it to return again. And then it was even better when they kind of combined the two styles towards the end of the bridge. So I was very satisfied towards the end.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, when you were talking about how things were leading up, I feel like the chord progression was actually hinted a lot earlier, like in the very beginning.
Yeah, I mean, they copy-pasted the chord progression.
Yeah, I thought it was really neat. This is just like, I don't know, if you're trying to build up a sense of understanding familiarity even, it's like, this is really great structure, because it just puts it in the front. It's like everything's hinted in the front. It's like how vocalists, they usually, like, I think looking at Schubert leads, my goodness, he puts a few measures in front and everything is there. Like the melody, it's like the chord progression is already there, but everything is varied or embellished in ways afterwards. So you have the precursor to everything else. And that's what they're doing. It's like,
you're talking about like the little clip before the song started, right? Because the chord progression first appeared there, but with different instrumentation. And then the song started, and then because we had already heard the chord progression, we were
prior.
Like, oh,
yeah,
I know what it's gonna sound like.
So it's cool. It's like it plays on familiarity. It's like you already know it, but then have you heard it in this timbre? It's like in this instrumentation. So cool. Like this composer and composers, they got my attention.
Thanks for watching. Bye.